Okay, I think I'm about to go live right now. Let's see, is it working? I think my mic is working. I can see myself. Good. Okay. Ah, just with setting up this YouTube thing, it's taking me forever, and I'm missing actually the trading itself. So I have to be better at that in the future. Um, so let's have a look what we've got here. I already lost some money. Let's see. I have to change the display. Hold on a second. This display laptop, bottom one there. I think I need to resize this. Right. That has to be much, much smaller. Just bear with me 1 second. I should be ready in a second with my charts and everything. Um, that's already better. Like this, a bit higher, maybe. No, not that. I want to move this. Okay, like that. Oh, that's better. Right. So as you can see, I already lost $46. I thought it will not be a good idea to trade in the pre-market today because there wasn't much movement and I was still tempted. And that's the problem with I think with people who lose money. They can't just sit on their hands. They have to be in a trade all the time. That's what I've done. It's a mistake. Uh, it just felt wrong. I mean, also the other thing, I went in here for the break of 340. That was the previous high in Rito, and I held it, added up. I thought it would bounce. It never did. It did eventually up to here, but I didn't want to hold it. I sold at 322 or something, and yeah, I was with 400 shares, lost $53. So that's the problem with us beginners, I guess. We just go in because we feel like we need to be in the trade, and we lose money like this. Even though I had a feeling, sit on your hands. I had a feeling that I shouldn't be trading. I still went in and I lost the money. If I'm going to let me just see, I want to open my I want to show you my what is that? My profit and loss spreadsheet. On Friday, actually, I lost money because I went into another trade. I think I was +4 when I finished streaming, and then I said I'm gonna try one more time, and I lost. So I closed with $29 down. So that's my loss for Friday. Thursday has been negative. So overall, I have a dip over here. And if it continues like this today, that will be my third day in a row, third losing day in a row. But we'll see about that. It's only the beginning of the day. It's easier to make up the losses if you're negative in the pre-market rather than the end of the day. So there's not much opportunity at the end of the day, but I might be able to get some of the losses back. So that was Friday. Let me just see if I have some notes for Friday. Just checking. Uh, $29. Yeah, the last trade was on Casa on Friday for the break of 12. I thought it would, yeah, I have the snapshot of that here. Let me just show you my notes. Those are my notes. So uh, I took Casa for the break of this descending resistance. It broke. I think I bought some, then bought some more, closed over here, so lost Casa, yeah, $29. So even though I was 150 positive for the day, I traded I traded for 24,000 shares. Is that the? Yeah, there was nothing else. I traded 24,000 shares, and with the commissions, obviously, I was still in negative. So yeah, I have to be careful about that. not over trading. If the market doesn't look very hot, it's better not to force any trades because might turn against you. And then if you have a week or 2 weeks of slow markets, you'll find yourself losing most of your profits that you earned previously. So why bother, right? Like if you don't see the obvious stocks moving or obvious entries, just sit tight, don't do anything. um, so I have on my watch list so far, let me see if I can change that to this. On my watch list I have Rito. This is the one I lost money on. That's how the chart looks. It went up, it's up 171%. It's the leading gapper. And then you have ATIF. This one, the retail has 40 million shares flow. This one has 12 million shares, but it's lower on the chart on the scanner. So I'm just saying XELB 9 million shares. That looks quite promising in terms of float and the high the level on the scanner. But what's this? I mean, the chart itself doesn't look that good. CLSN is the second leading gapper, and this one looks quite good actually. So, and there's CANF, 14 million shares. It's a little bit lower as well. Just scroll back to, go back to my bottom one. I mean, my other screen. Yeah, here it is. So I thought I traded another one. Yeah, but this is just the only one I traded. I did a first trade on it and I was +8, then lost some, lost $1, and then, yeah, lost the rest. So I might have to be careful with this one. So the high, the top of this one is here. Let me just check. High 356. It's above 350. Actually, for the break, no, it's already broken that level, but I thought maybe entry 3, but it's, you see, it's not moving that much. So the entry, I don't know what I could be interested in getting into the trade. 350 really, 350, but then 55 was the top. I don't know, not sure. Maybe it's not a good day to trade today. I want to see CLSN because this one keeps moving up slowly. I got this ascending support line marked. What it's the best one, I don't know. I could mark this one, these 2 points as well. This might be even better. Like that. Then on top of that, we can have yet another one over here. Like that. Okay. That's that. That's marked. Pause this. Just looking at my scanner. So let's see. I have my juice, another juice today. This one is carrot orange. Celery and curcuma. I don't know if curcuma is the same in English. Curcuma. It's a root. Curcuma. Yeah, curcuma. Curcuma. Yeah. So hence the nice color. Is really tasty. So celery, orange, carrot, and curcuma. I failed at keeping to my juice fast, unfortunately. So in the evening on Friday I ate, on Saturday I ate. However, yesterday I had just a water fast, so I'm quite happy with that. And today I haven't eaten yet. In Poland it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and have been on juices only. and I'll probably eat later in the day. But they say there's also a diet which says raw until 4, so I might do that, and then after 4 I might eat. Okay, what have we got? It's really tough. I was so weak on Friday. I felt so hungry. It's so difficult with these fasts, or yeah, whatever, water fast, juice fasts. Yesterday was towards the evening. It was so hard for me to stay on the water only, but I managed, and I'm happy about that, because like with anything, it's nice to have a break. Our system to have a break from eating, so all the digestion can have a rest, and I think it's very beneficial for our bodies. But what I find, because they never talk about this, like when they discuss these juice fasts and water fasts and everything, or even the 16-8 or something, the one that you don't eat in the morning and you start eating within 8-hour window. I find myself, I've been doing this for quite a long time, really, like not eating, doing this 16 8 or 12-8. I don't remember what it was. Um, this fast, so you just eat in that 8-hour window. But I find I I eat. So in the evening when I start eating, I think I'm even eating more than I would if I was eating normally. So I don't know, it's a tricky one. Um, is it 16-8? Yeah, 16-8. Intermittent fasting. Yeah, that's the word. Um, so enough about fasting. Just trying to be healthy, I guess. Just trying to provide the nutrients that my body needs, rather than eating processed food off the shelf. Hmm. CLSN. Okay, so that broke that. What? That broke that level there. I think my tummy is rumbling of because I'm actually hungry. I should have that juice, right? I think that will help, so you don't have to listen to my tummy. It broke this resistance. It's sticking to that ascending support, but it's only 10 minutes. It's only 10 minutes to the open, and that's high 49. Yeah, if it went to high 350, that might be the entry. What's wrong with that? Just gonna close the window because there's some noises outside. Plus, I'm a bit cold when I'm not eating. Mm. I should put my headphones away from me a little bit, like this, so you can still hear me, or maybe you won't hear my chewing or swallowing. It's just too close to my throat, I guess. So there was a nice bounce. I hope you hear me all right. This was a nice bounce of that support line that I marked in here. But with the market being quite weak at the moment, Implied open, I think that's 3% below. So lots of green, bounced nicely up that level. But the movement itself, it's only a few cents. So is it worth it? With the overall mood being to the downside, I already lost quite a bit. So unless I see some good momentum, I don't think I should not be going and yeah, the volume is not that crazy at this point. It's moving up. So if it broke this level, 345, you see lots of green. Hold on. Oh shoot, I have to be careful which one I'm clicking on. Silly me. 346. Let's see. It does seem like it really wants to do it. So 45 holding. I mean holding. It can't break that, can it? Should have watched the level 2 and what it's been doing. Yeah, look at that. I'm out, and 51 I should be in. Too late. Okay, I'm in regardless. Doesn't mean it's gonna continue like this. I'm out. So I'm scared. No, look. Did I make any money? No. How come I actually lost on it? A +4 and -3. I don't know. I'm in again. I'm out. So that's another good entry here. 345 again. Lots of selling there. Nothing. I guess once you have a cushion, like you have some profits under your belt, you have the money to play with. I think it's okay to try, have few stabs um, from time to time, just to see maybe something will work. But generally, if this was my first day, that would be very discouraging because I would be already uh, in a loss, right? So I hope the market will be more favorable when I start trading on the live account. Hmm. Yeah, nothing so exciting. Hmm. Nothing, 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 nothing. Right. I emailed Lightspeed and I was number 13 in a queue waiting for the account on the 8th of January. 8th of January. I emailed them on Friday and I got a reply that I'm now fourth in a queue, uh, which means that they open approximately 1.5, at least from that guy that I was speaking with. Uh, I mean, they all, by the account opening moves by 1.5%, let's say. So I would expect in that case that it will be in about, my account will be live in about 3, 4 weeks. The guy told me that it will be, don't expect it sooner than 4 weeks. So we'll see. Um, it's a bit discouraging because, I mean, and on one hand it is because I've been waiting for this account for a long time. I've been practicing them for a very long time. And I'd like to finally see if how good it is. I mean, whether it's going to work in live system or not. Um, on the other, I have this few weeks maybe of extra training, which maybe may turn crucial, right? Because maybe I'll learn uh, something really important. So I'm just trying to take it as a positive. I plan to trade hopefully for years to come. So it's not a marathon, as I said in my one of my previous videos. So, well, look at this sell. I know because it's open. No, it's not open. So why is it selling so hard? Wow. So I'm still in. No, they're selling it hard. I don't know. The level I have marked here is, huh, it's crazy, isn't it? I tried to get for a bounce, but it didn't happen. Plus the look, it's $1, so actually selling and buying and selling that already cost me two. So I just made 50% made back of my commissions. It's really not worth it. And even with 2 days of two losing days um, last week, I was still over $1,000 up after commissions. So that's encouraging, right? I can have those losing days. It's part of the game, and I was still very much in the green. So even this 50, 40, $50 loss, even with the commissions, it's not that much because it's only 2,000 shares. Unless I let it grow the loss, then it's still within reason, I think. Also, it takes a little bit of time, I think, to adapt to different market environment. When we've been looking at opportunities every day, you kind of expect it the next day when you find yourself trading, even though the market conditions changed. So let's see what's going on. It's open now. I'm gonna watch the scans, my charts as well. Okay, let's be careful. Sure. Yeah. So nothing actually. There's no big move or anything like that, is there? That dropped to this level, 292 approximately, and that would probably be a good one unless it sells off all the way to here or even more. I don't know. It's might keep going. I mean, should I try to pick a bottom at this point? Just keep an eye on. Whoa, retail is actually going ballistic. Look at that. But how little did it break, huh? Hmm. This is the one I lost the money on, didn't I? I'm thinking of entering at this point, maybe 292, if it ever gets there. This line doesn't seem to be that significant, so I'm not sure. But 292, okay, let's do like this, 296, and I click buy if it goes there, and let's see what happens. If it ever crosses, you know, if it ever goes to under 3. Okay, going. It doesn't want to, does it? At least not as fast as I would like. Two 66 is the limit down. Doesn't want to do it, does it? But then the longer it kind of calls up before the move, the stronger it may be. So that flash might not just go to 293 or something like that. It may go much lower. Or it may start bouncing really strongly to the upside, especially at the open. It can be really crazy. Like look at this one, how it flashed. It's not much in not that many points, right? But today generally there's not much going on. The moves are not as um, big. Hmm. Is it the actual? See, it's so easy to get trapped like that. You would think that it's going to move up, and lots of people got trapped. And now, what are we seeing? Hmm. Just scared to be a buyer at this point. 299. When this will burst, like I said, it might go really low. It's a bit scared. And just trying to see. I'm out because it's not as strong. I mean, I thought it would pop back up more quickly. And look, I'm gonna get in and set the stop 5 cents below my entry, 286, because I went in with 291. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking of getting in again. And closed it again for loss. It's already $52 down. Is this a bottom or not? The volume is not encouraging. I thought it would be. Look at the number of sellers at 290. There were loads. Look at this. It still goes over. So maybe it is the level. I'm gonna try again. I went in. I'm gonna set a stop, another stop to 87. Yep, can do it. Starting off. So $57 down. It keeps selling. What else have we got? Retail, CLNS. Is there anything new? XELB. Really nothing. So could this be a good one as an entry, like this level? Because it touched over there and here. So I'm thinking, is that a better one? Okay, that looks good. Look at that one. With that candle like that, right? Hmm. Quite a nice one, this one. It might be a reversal. But I had a few tries on this, right? Nice. Wow. Oh my gosh, I keep losing money on it. I thought it broke this one, maybe it'll go up. Looks like today is not really worth it. The problem is, since we are sitting, you feel like you have to trade, because otherwise, what's the point of sitting in front of the computer, right? Oh. So it's still selling off. So that bounce was so tiny. It didn't even test the 3 level. It went to 294. GHVI, what's that one? I'm just gonna put it on my chart. GHVI. Oh, that's more expensive. So that actually trapped so many of the buyers, right? It broke the pre-market high, and then there were probably buyers piling in for the move higher, and then they got so trapped over here, right? Look at this. Still not a huge move, but what is it like? 24. What is it? Yeah, 20, 26, 36. Yeah, it's not crazy. Like last week, I've been caught with a few dollars down. So the risk is smaller in those during those days as well, right? Because the flashes are not as severe. Okay, we're coming closer to the level I was thinking of getting involved in. So let's see if I'll be good enough to hold and wait and not get myself in a trade before it actually goes into this level. I'm just gonna try to have another stab, I think, on this one. As a last try, maybe I'll recoup like $10 or something, since it's already quite close, but it may take some time before it gets there, if it gets there. Get another stock screener. High of day. Okay, Ellis. Looking at some other ones. Okay, there's hardly anything going on. High of day, moment scanner. GPR. Okay. one is moving there. CLSN sold off like that. Native bouncing back a little bit. I want to see this. Okay. Let's stick with this one. On U1, not much volume. GBR I wanted to see, right? Oh, there's not much now in GBR. GBR. Oh, sorry. Well, slow day so far. Nothing exciting at all. See, I should have been just sitting on my hands, not doing anything, instead of losing money. It's better not to trade sometimes, especially after 2 losing days. I know it's small losing days, but still. Just wait for better opportunity. CLSN setting off tiny bit now again. This one I'm interested in, but it hasn't hit the level yet. But then how much am I gonna scalp of that one if it's moving so little? I'm not gonna be able to hold it for very long. I don't have patience. I don't like being in the trade for too long. I think that's because of my experience, past trauma from last year when I lost so much money holding trades for days, hoping, and they would reverse my way. So it's just so silly. That's why I think, in a way, I'm going for this kind of strategy now, like where I don't have to hold the trades for a very long time. It's just something completely opposite. Maybe that will work better for me. It's curling up. TRNT. No, not interesting. Okay, come on, flush. Get a different scanner, I think. Okay, some movement there. So my under 260, I'll be interested below 260. If I do this and I try to rely on my mouse and hitting the buy button once it sells off to where I would think it should bounce from. However, having said that, very often it sells off below just to fake you out. Doesn't hold exactly to the line, and then it just sells off a little more. You're kind of not interested, and then it kind of reverses. Something to keep in mind. Oh God, so tired. I need some coffee. Coffee, I think. Obviously, what I'm talking about here is only my observations. These are, yeah, completely beginner, um, unexperienced observations. So I'm trying to learn how to trade, so I don't know much about it. That's why I haven't been live trading for months, because I drew the line where my limit is. It was at 5,000 um, pounds, so I stopped trading, and I said to myself, unless I, you know, unless I find some kind of something that will work for me, I'm not gonna touch my live account. So having been practicing on this, on the on Lightspeed, uh, having like a historical data and having those months of experience, I'm thinking maybe it's time to try it out. That's why I'm streaming this to show you how it goes. Unfortunately, it won't be until uh, until like second week of March or something, or third week of March, that I'll be third or even fourth. Just look at the so Friday was 19th and 26th, 5th, 12. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 12. Um, that'll be 19th, 19th of March. Oh, I really cannot wait. On one hand, I cannot wait to start trading live, but on the other, I'm so scared because remember how I felt when I was in the market with actual money, and you can't recreate that in demo. You can't yeah you can't feel the way you feel when you're with your money in the trade, the real money, and that sometimes feels awful. But I do hope that um, having all this experience will allow me to manage my emotions a little bit better and that tiny bit more knowledge. I know it takes a long time to learn how to trade, but I hope I'll be better than I was in the past, because I was also doing a completely different thing than I'm doing now. Okay, it's going lower, but is there really a point of buying this thing at this level, right? This is um, the main stock. It's the leader, isn't it? And if it's gonna bounce somewhere, like shouldn't it bounce there? So it's already below this previous low from pre-market there. Still selling off. Let's see. Is it obvious for the traders? I don't know. This line here. Maybe it has found its lowest point right here. So look, if I mark this level here, that looks quite reasonable, right? There's a fight going on because it's a previous low, right? From 8 o'clock. No, it's going a tiny bit lower. So maybe it wants to find that support that I have marked. Changed it. Look at that. Wow. See, so that was from low 262. Still not much. 72. So that's 10 points if I bought at the very bottom of this candle to the very top of this candle, right? And that will be $10 with my 100 shares. After commissions, like $8. So nothing too exciting. And how long is it gonna take this stock, even if I buy to actually bounce back? Probably longer than I would want to hold. Ah, So now it's 250. So let's say 255 plus 252. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Anything else on higher play mono scanner? No, but this is kind of selling harder. And the volume dried up. However, if I see increased volume at this level, it will mean that some buyers are fighting for it, and maybe I should wait for some kind of confirmation before I go long. If it, to see if it found the bottom of it. It's been selling off for quite a while now. 30 minutes. That was the open. Yeah. With very shallow bounces. So lower highs, straight away sold off. SPY is kind of recovered a percent. Yeah, tiny bit of the lows of from today. Bitcoin, wow, at 53 after a big sell-off from 58, almost 59,000. It was lower at around 28,000, and now it's 53,000. It's bouncing from this level. Nothing obvious really. It may still test the low, but that's already below 250. I mean test this line, but that's below 250. I don't know. I might as well walk away and wait for a better day to trade. We might actually see after such a long period of hot markets, we might see now a period of slow movement, and it's a game of patience, I guess, and waiting for those good opportunities to present themselves before you get in. And this is another example of me not waiting for this opportunity, and it results in me being in negative again, in the red. So another lesson to be learned, and also seeing and recognizing that this is not the period to trade. And I knew it. So when I looked in the pre-market, I kind of had this feeling this is not the right kind of time to trade. And yeah, it hasn't changed since the pre-market, and I got myself involved regardless. Traded 3,000 shares, and yeah, it just another kind of reinforcement of me not following my feelings, because I think having this screen time for months and months, you kind of learn to recognize those things. But then, do we follow our intuition? You know, my head was telling me don't do it, but my fingers still went and tried, because we want that dopamine, right? The reward of being in a trade and winning, and but it can work against you in a slow market like this one. Um, it may change, it can shift on a dime. We might see some great news on something, and then we'll have a big move, and then it's worth getting in, but not like this. Because with this one, it will mark my third day in a row, third losing day in a row. Um, and why would I want that? I mean, I want to make money, not lose money. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I should. Okay, I'm going to leave the stock here. I'm just going to write the numbers. So today is the 22nd of February. And that's so far 62.12 in a negative. Make sure to put a minus in front. I think, okay, something on there. Come on, what are you doing here? Minus 62. Oh. Okay, trade 3,000 shares. And that's how many? 27 trades. So in commissions, I paid 22.50. Just gonna show you quickly. So I've entered the data here, 22nd of February, 3,000 shares, 27. That might change if I decide to trade, or if I see something, or I be silly and get myself into another trade, losing trade. So that's a third trade, day, third losing day. So this is my, let's see, I'm just gonna drag it down. So here we are. You see, it dips a little bit, but not as sharply as over here, for example, right? This drop was quite significant, wasn't it? Like same, hold on. So I was digging myself out. First of all, I think the first day was the big drop. That was zero, so I lost like 7,000 or something, over 7,000. Then over here I was making some losses back, and then boom, another big one. So look at the dips, how much bigger they are. Obviously, I was practicing with bigger share size, but here and then from 1st of January, I was trying to cut my losers more quickly, be better at waiting for the right opportunity, I still had some losses, but look at the trend. Like I never been this high on my cumulative. So this shows that even trading a smaller share size, being patient pays off because yeah, I should be much higher over here, but I never got really high because I was leaving my losers to be much greater than my winners. And like this, come on. But yeah, I'm really glad I stored the data on those and then put it in a graph so I can see exactly what's happening. So there might be a long period of nothingness or a little bit more drawdown if the market is slow, because all this, it must be said, has been accumulated in a very good um, positive market when there was lots of moves, and doesn't mean it's going to continue to happen. So something to be aware of, and also I think it will play into part of the experience, right? To see how I can manage my emotions and staying on the sidelines when the market is slow. So look at this, it's signing off. It's gonna hit that. Should I enter? Should I get in? So the can you see the volume is slightly increasing? Still very little. Like let's zoom in. So that's what we are seeing, but then it increased here. So there was some accumulation maybe here. So I'm kind of looking at this as there's something going on, like there's more shares being traded. So maybe some buyers are trying to win, get it long, and the sellers are pushing it down, and you have this kind of narrow candle on the increased volume, right? Because they're fighting for which way the stock is meant to go. So similar thing maybe happens here. Maybe it's another level. Um, but is it significant enough for me to get involved when I know this about this um, support line? It's not enough for me to get involved, being $62 red, right? Passed so slow, and the volume is like nothing. The spread is very good. It's not bad at all, but the overall overall it's not great. I think I'll end the stream here because it's boring. I'm not trading at this point, so oh, I must have falling asleep because the market is so exciting. It's making a move now down, right? I guess. Let's see. Since I still didn't disconnect my stream, let's see if I can find the entry. It's so slow moving. Oh, it's really a waste of time. So lots of buyers. Well, it's hard to judge really because there's so many people selling and buying. It's just not one-sided really. It's both sides. Look at the 253. There's lots of people from so many markets. So still lots of sellers. Um, Equally, there's lots of people wanting to buy. It's very thickly traded at this point at those. So again, look, slightly bigger volume here. So I think if maybe the sellers would cover at this point because they would see, okay, it's not going to go any lower, then it would push the stock up and then we'll see increased volume. That's my thinking, at least based on my limited knowledge. But will it ever go there? Let's see when the scan is. Okay, I'm gonna end it because I don't have patience. I might try to get a dip over here, but we'll see. It's just nothing on this. So thanks for watching. If you watched it, then and I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Is it now? As I'm trying to end the stream, it's going lower. See, it's now kind of, so how strong was that? So there's a little bit more going on, right? Tiny bit more. Let's see if it corresponds with any other level. Out of curiosity, let's see. Nothing major to 48. What is it doing? That might have been it. My line is a little bit lower, so still not interested. Okay, I'm gonna end this. So thanks for watching and see you tomorrow. All right, take care.